Okay, so hi guys. Today is going to be a video on showing you all how to get the job at Victoria's Secret, or how I got my job at Victoria's Secret. This video has been like highly requested. Really, this has been my main comment on my videos of how I got my job at Victoria's Secret. So I decided today, since I went all the way to work and had to come back because I didn't have to work today, that I would do this video for you all and everything. The first question is,
Boom, ba boom ba. Boom, ba boom ba. Boom, boom, boom ba.
you have to be 18 to work at Victoria's Secret. I don't know why. I don't know why you have to be 18.
Boom, ba boom ba. I wanna settle down. Ba boom ba. I wanna settle down.
I can't really tell you how much I get paid, but I mean it varies from state to state. Minimum wage is $7.25. Where I am, I don't know where. I think that's everywhere. Minimum wage is $7.25. So yeah, it varies. It depends on what state you are in. So yeah. Mine varies because it depends on how busy and how slow we are. And like sometimes I'll be scheduled, like today I was scheduled and they called me and put me on call, which means that they'll only call you if you need you. They'll only call you if they need you, but you still have to be available that day. That's the only thing that I really don't like about my job, is that I have to be on call, because like I can't really plan my day out because I'm on call. So I have to treat that on call shift as it is a regular shift. And they might even call me and be like, "Hey, we don't need you." So it's like you just have to be able to balance that out, and you have to be able to accept that is a part of the job, that they'll call you if they need you, and if they don't need you, then they just don't need you. And I mean, you can continue the rest of your day. I mean, that's just how it goes. But I say I work at least 15 hours or a little bit more. I've been working a little bit more, but I do get scheduled at least 4 hours 4 times out of the week. So I mean, it is a part-time job, so it's not really much, but yeah, it's cool.
I wanna settle down. I wanna settle down. Won't you settle down?
When I'm at work, it is actually more than what I thought it was going to be. Um, I didn't think that this job was going to require so much work. Um, I have to know about every bra that we have in our store. I have to know about every product, especially bras. And bras are really, really hard to remember. I have to know how to measure somebody with a measuring tape, like measure their bra size. You have to know how to do that. They'll teach you, but I'm just saying, like, I had to learn. And you have to be able to not get frustrated and complain all the time when you have to fold panties and straighten it and stuff like that, because part of the time that's all we're doing is straightening. Especially at night, if you have to close and everything, we're always straightening. It gets frustrating. Like I learned, like at first I'm like, man, my back hurts, like from leaning down in the drawers, trying to fold, trying to straighten bras in the drawers and everything. It does get hard, and people may think that it's not hard work, but it does get hard, and you have to remember things. And like, and during the day, like when we're working, we're not allowed to just be like, okay, we're just straightening. You have to really focus on your customer. If you're in a certain room in the store, you have to focus on that customer, because we're trying to get people to buy bras and all of that stuff. So it's really about focusing on your customers. So you have to be able to want to help other people. Like you can't just go in there thinking like, okay, this is my job and everything. No, you have to really help that customer and everything. So yeah.
Settle down. From Angela Vickers.
I have to wear all black outfit. And on the weekends we can wear anything from the Pink collection. It has to be all black. It can't be sleeveless. We can wear skirts. We can wear leggings. But yeah, it just has to be an all black outfit. And I think I told you guys this in my last video, but if you haven't watched my last video, it has to be all black. Everything has to be all black from head to toe. And yeah, so if you look at my last video, I do have an outfit of the day post, so you can kind of see like how we have to dress. Yeah, so yeah.
Monday morning, small talking on the avenue. She's got
was, it's funny because I went in there. I went with my mom, and I was applying to jobs when I first moved to where I am now. After I left school and everything, I went in there and whew, I was like, I walked in and there was like this girl and she was like super, like just energetic and like it made me energetic. So I walked in and I had just left from an interview. So I was already all dressed up and everything. So it was like perfect. So, I had just left from an interview and I just wanted to still, in case I didn't get this job, just like, still be looking for other jobs. So, I walked in and I was all dressed and everything. So I was kind of like perked up and everything. I was in a good mood. And, the girl was like, hey. And I was like, hey, are you guys hiring? She was like, yeah, go to the front and grab an application. And I'm like, okay. So, we're just smiling, all bouncy. I'm like, oh, I like this. So, like, I walked up to the front counter and it was this other girl. She wasn't as energetic as the girl who I walked in, which is like my manager now. Like I love her so much. But she wasn't as energetic as the other girl. So, I walked up to her. I'm like, hi. Like I'm so energetic. I'm like, are you guys hiring? I was like, the girl at the front told me to come to the cash wrap and get an application. And she was like, you have to be 18, you know that, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm just looking and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I'm 20 years old and I'm so small that I guess she just assumed that I was like 12 or like 15 or 16 or something like that. But it was so hilarious because I was still smiling and I was like, yeah, I know. And it just made me like, it was like, I was really upset about it at first. And then I'm like, why would she be so rude like that? I'm like, she doesn't really know how old I am. So, you know what I mean? But, now I love her because I work with her and yeah. So, anyways, she's cool. She's really cool. She was just like, she just, on the top of her head, she wasn't thinking, like, that's the type of person she is. But she wasn't thinking, she was just, like, making sure that I was. But anyways, so, yeah, so I got my application. I filled it out. I went to the car. I filled it out with my mom, and I took it right back in after that. And I went and applied for some more jobs. But I didn't think that Victoria's Secret was going to call me back. Like, they were the last people who I thought were going to call me back. And it was crazy because they were the only ones who called me back. Out of all, like, the applications that I filled out and everything, they were the only ones who called me. And they called me, like, a week or so. It was, like, a week. No, a week or 2 weeks. Nah, maybe not a week. It was like a week and like maybe a week and a half. So like yeah, it was about a week and a half. Oh my God, she called me back and she was like, Takara, I want to do an interview with you and everything. So I was like, yay. I was like, I get an interview at Victoria's Secret. So I was like super stoked. And she was like, come in all black and, just be professional, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So if you do get an interview at Victoria's Secret, make sure you go and dress in all black just so you can look the part. You know what I mean? Like, look like you're going to work there. And so, I got to the interview and there were other girls. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, there's other girls. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, I'm not the only one interviewing today. So she was like, okay. Like, she was like, she'll be taking you guys in a minute. She just told us to look around and everything, look around the same girl that like I walked in on and was like, go to the cash wrap. The preppy, girl, like that was just really energetic. She's the one that interviewed me. So I was like super excited because I'm like, oh, I was like, she makes me feel like so comfortable around her. And like I can just like be myself. I don't know. So yeah. We went in and it was me and another girl. There were supposed to be 3 other girls that showed up in our interview, but it ended up only being me and her. So it was like less competition, less somebody that I had to compete with because I feel like I was competing with her because I wasn't sure if it was like one position open where either me or her gets it. But I went in and we sat down and so if you do get an interview, it's gonna be a group interview. We went in and we sat down and she just asked us a few questions, asked us about ourselves. And then she asked us like 3 questions that I can't really remember. I can't really remember what they were. It was a really nice interview. It was really easy. It wasn't too much. I felt comfortable because I was with somebody else and like all the attention wasn't just really on me. It was kind of like she had to focus on both of us. So, which made it a lot easier. I would so much rather go to a group interview than actually going to just a an interview by myself, because interview by myself are really, really nerve-wracking. So if you do apply, wait about a week or so to see if they'll call you back. If they really, really like you and you meet like all the requirements for the job, you'll be fine. Like, they'll call you back. And the good thing about it is you don't really have to have retail experience. You don't really have to have all of that. I didn't have any experience in retail. So I was like happy, because I'm like, they're not judging me because I don't have experience in retail, because how am I supposed to learn if I don't get a job in retail, and how am I supposed to have experience for my next job if I don't, get experience now? So it's like, it's a really good first retail job, I think. It can be really tricky and difficult at times. Sometimes I come home down. Like, one day I came home down because like I just really it wasn't my day that day, and like I was on the cash wrap and I kept messing things up. And so like when I first got on the register, it took me a while to catch on, but you will catch on. Like, it will get easy. The only reason why it takes a while to catch on is because you have to ring up everybody's coupons, and you have to make sure everybody's, because you know how Victoria's Secret gets a lot of coupons. You have to make sure that you're doing all of that, and really people can just get really out of control with the coupons, especially bringing them in and they know it's only like one per person. Like, don't do that. Like, it's just don't do that. You're making it harder for me. But anyways, we have to, the customers are always right and all that jazz. And I hope this kind of covers everything. I'm not really supposed to talk too much information and stuff like this about like my job. That's why I don't really say much. But I know you guys wanted to see a video, and it's not hard at all. Like, I enjoy my job. I enjoy the people I work with. Um, yeah, like I said, don't just go into this job because you want to get the discounts. Like, if you're really apply because you're gonna want to help people. You're gonna want to learn about all the bras. Be serious about it. Don't just be like, oh, I want to work at Victoria's Secret because I get all the discounts, girl. And like, no. Like, don't do that, because I didn't go into the job saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of discounts and a whole bunch of free bras, and that's why I want to work at Victoria's Secret. Like, no, don't do that. I hate when people do that. Like, that's just like when people go into YouTube and start making YouTube videos because they want to get paid off of it, and do it for a good cause. Like, I make videos because I want you guys to be inspired by me, and I want you to learn something new, or learn something from me, or teach you new things. And I like helping other people. Like, I like helping you guys. So if I would have went into my job just saying that I wanted to get discounts, that means I'm not passionate about my job, and that means that I don't really care about my job. I'm not going to care about the people who walk in. I'm not going to give good customer service. None of that. So just think about that before you go and apply to this job, and just want to go into it because you're gonna get a discount. Even though the discounts are great, really helps. It's probably gonna be a long video, but I'm definitely gonna try to edit it and put it up tonight for you guys, because I love you, and I know you guys love videos about my job. Yeah. So if you do want to see like more videos like about like me talking about like a certain bra, because I did get some new bras and I kind of want to show you guys, but I don't want it to be inappropriate for YouTube. So I can always like not show the bra and always just link the bra like in the description bar below, and like you guys can click on it and stuff like that. I can do like bra series and like talk about the bra, talk about why like you'll like this bra, and tell you like my personal testimony about the bra. So if you guys like that, please thumbs up if you guys want to see videos like that. And yeah, if you're gonna apply for Victoria's Secret, just apply because you are going to inspire somebody at Victoria's Secret, and you are going to make them happy, and you're going to create a customer for life. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Love